Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the LCG Production Podcast. Thanks to Lil Tino for coming on.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me, my G.
No problem, man. So we'll start off by just asking, what's your sort of journey been like through music? How has it led to this point?
Honestly, it's been a hell of a journey. I started back making music back in 2015, 16, and I was like 16 at the time. And I mean, honestly, music wasn't my first love, you feel me? But of course, I grew up on listening to music, you know what I mean? Like, that's just something that's always been instilled in me. But the journey itself, like, honestly, it just music fell into my lap, bro, when I was 16. I was really going through a lot of shit, you feel what I'm saying? And once I found music, it was like I found a new life, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
it opened new doors for me, especially when I started taking advantage of the music and the the stuff that comes along with it, like the business side of it, for sure, for sure. Like once I actually sat down and started to learn new stuff about the music business and actually started to carry myself as a businessman, I think I started to see some progress from it. So honestly, the whole journey itself has been nothing short of a blessing. I don't take it for granted. And I feel like, I mean, it's a process. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm still trusting my process still today. You know what I mean? But I feel like it make more sense, more so now than it ever did before. So it's a blessing, bro. No cap.
Yeah, I get you. And so you started off when you were 16 years old. How long after that did you release your first
Mm.
song and then start really looking to like grow it into something bigger than just a hobby?
It was a while before then. Like when I first started, it was something like me and my homeboys would do. You know what I mean? We smoking and chilling. They want to freestyle, and it was just something like I was new to it. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm like I'm just messing around with it. But like I'll say, probably a year or so after that, I finally got a chance to actually, you know what I mean, go to the studio. When I first started recording, I was recording songs off of my cell phone and posting them on SoundCloud. You
Hmm.
feel what I'm saying? And I was doing that shit every day. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how I honestly perfected my freestyling skills and my writing skills as well, because it like I just started to fall in love with it. Like it's something I couldn't stop doing, bro. Like honestly. And
Yeah.
when I finally went to the studio, I recorded this song called Change Gonna Come, and the other song was called From the Bottom. And I dedicated both of those songs to this artist called Lil Snoop, who was signed to Meek Mill. He was a 18, well, he was a 17-year-old artist who once he turned 18, he was killed for, numerous of reasons or whatever. But I dedicated those two songs to him for sure, for sure.
Yeah. And that first time when you got in the studio, I think there's a bit of background noise. That's all right. That first time when you got in the studio, for art, like people listening now, what's your sort of advice to them? Like they're just starting out, they're about to go to the studio. What do you wish you knew before that?
Pray, honestly. But honestly, before you go in there, know what you're trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? If it's your first time, like go in there actually trying to learn. You feel what I'm saying? Like learn how to use your voice, learn how to not stand too close to the microphone. You know what I mean? Just take your time with it, like, because it's a process. The recording process, I think a lot of artists don't take it serious. Like, whether if you just punching in or not, if you're reading off your phone, like all of that in one, it takes a lot of time and energy. Like, and with my engineer now, like, he been coaching me, like, he been telling me stuff like, try to, when you come, try to already have your lyrics memorized. So when you get here, you can just focus on the recording part. So you went while you rapping into the mic, you don't have to look down at your phone, you know what I mean, and rap into the, you know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot of energy. So overall, just before you go, know why you're going. And at the same time, when you get there, honestly, take advantage of the opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? Like learn while you in the studio. That's my best advice to any artist.
Yeah. So do you recommend writing stuff before because it just saves time and I guess it's saving you money as well. You don't want to be spending too long in there.
Nah, honestly, that's what I do. Like a lot of artists that I talk to, they tell me when they go, they just punch in. But everybody has their own thing, and that's what I want artists to understand. Like another artist making do that, you know what I mean? That's cool. But if you have to write your stuff down before you go, that don't make you a less than artist or nothing like that. That's cool, bro. It just means you have a different way of doing your, you know what I mean, your music.
Hmm.
That's how I do it, and it works for me every time, bro. Like I haven't changed up my routine yet. Now, have I tried different techniques like learning my lyrics before I go to the studio and stuff like that. Hell yeah, because I mean it's just a way to get better as an artist for sure.
So going back, so you started rapping when you were 16, you went like a year, 2 years. How did you know when you were good enough to start putting out music? Because a lot of people are stuck in that bit and you're like, am I good enough? Am I not good enough? And then you just need to take that jump and like push it out. So how did you decide, right, I'm gonna start putting stuff out now?
The people around me, like the more I was doing it, like, and the more I started putting it out, even the public, like, you know, on SoundCloud back then, bro, to me, SoundCloud was way more popular. You feel what I'm saying? And it was like the first platform that I actually knew about that I could put my music on off of a cell phone. So when I was taking advantage of that opportunity, I had people reaching out to me, like just telling me, like, bro, you dope as fuck. Like, I love what you're doing. I even had artists asking me how they could get better, you know what I mean, lyrically, writing wise and stuff like that. And the people around me, they just kept telling me, like, bro, you got it. You know what I mean? You getting better. Like, the more I heard that, bro, it was like I knew then, like, bro, it's time for you to take advantage of, you know what I mean, this gift, you know what I mean? It wasn't something I was born with me perfecting it. That's what anything you do, you know what I mean? Anyway, so
Yeah,
me just perfecting it over time, it like I kind of knew, like, I can do this shit. You feel what I'm saying? For real.
yeah. So like it sounds like from what you're saying, you had a really good group of people around you who sort of brought that out of you. Do you think that's really important just to have people who are like always telling you, you know, you're good, you can do it?
Yeah, but you need people that's gonna tell you the truth. You don't need just yes men around you. I feel like I had a lot of yes men around me. Not saying I wasn't good, I was okay, but
Yeah.
still it's cool that it's always good to have people around you that's gonna tell you the truth. Like if that shit good and if they know it's good, you want that. But if it's whack, you want people to also tell you, like, go tweak that shit a little bit. It ain't 100% there. You feel me? We all need that. For real.
Yeah, 100%. And then you started progressing. And how many songs did you release till you started like really thinking like, right, I got to start marketing this shit?
I released my first actual project. It was called Reincarnated. I was like 18. That was my first actual project I put out. Like I'm still fresh with the music. Like the only thing I really knew how to do at that point was I only knew how to go in the studio and record a song, sit back and watch the engineer do his thing. At that point, I was still fresh, bro, but I knew how to record a song. So that was that was kind of me in my rookie stages, I would say. You know what I mean? Now, as far as marketing and branding and stuff like that, I think I've gotten better with that. Just say more so between 2018 and up on till now. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And the
Hmm.
reason why is because, like I said, I actually took time and sat down and started to take notes and learn the business game. Like from people like, I'm not gonna just say you, but of course you now, but back then people like Adam Ivy, people like that, and the smart rapper. I'm pretty sure you've heard of smart rapper.
Yeah, yeah,
People
yeah.
like him. Hell yeah, like I started just sitting back taking notes, and the more I took notes, the better I got with it. Like no cap, like it's all about building a solid brand at the end of the day. Like people got to buy into you before they buy into your actual product. And once I learned that, it was like, I got to sell myself. Once I
Hmm.
sell myself to the public and they buying the Lil Tino, no matter what it is I'm selling, bro, they going to buy this shit. No matter how much it costs, they going to buy it off of the simple fact is because what they seeing is what they get. Like my brand itself represents me. Young Strong Leaders
Yeah.
Organization, that shit represents me all in one.
Yeah. And like I remember I used to hear about branding and I was like, right, that like sounds cool, but like what does it actually do? But like your brand is fucking everything because it goes above any platform, it goes above anything. If you have a strong brand, it doesn't matter like what changes like externally. So like Instagram dies, you have a strong brand, you're good. If like whatever your email list goes, you have a strong brand, you're good. Um
Mm.
and then I like but actually building your brand, like it's such a big question, but what do you wish you learned before what do you wish you knew before about building a brand? Like, what are the key things in building a brand?
Honestly, knowing who you are, knowing knowing your purpose. What is the purpose of you even wanting to start a brand? Like to me, it's really what you stand for. Like what do you want people to see when you put this out to the public? Like what do you really want to stand for? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I look for a brand or when I look at myself, like when I say I'm a young, strong leader, like not only am I saying it, but my actions show that because I am young. I am young and I am strong and I always lead by example no matter what. And what I have going on, this is not a regular label. This is an organization. So YSLO as a whole, I mean, it speaks volume to people because when they see me, they know they're going to get that same, you know what I mean, that energy. Like it's not just a name, you know what I mean? It's somebody who walking and living by that. So
Yeah.
when I think of branding, I want to be able to know I want to be able to see through what the brand is actually called. Like it's got to be bigger than just the name itself. You feel what I'm saying? Before I even actually buying or whatever it is you're selling.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want to know it has credibility as well.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And like something from me is, which I didn't realize, is like you can't build a brand quickly. Like it does take time. It takes working smart, but it does take a long time. Do you agree with that?
Oh, very much so. That bro, that branding, it ain't an overnight thing. Like even with like my name itself, like Young Strong Leaders Organization, definitely didn't come overnight. It took, like you say, it just took time, bro. And you can't rush it. I mean, but if the more you build, I feel like that, you know what I mean? It'll work out better for you in the long run for sure.
Yeah. Um, so getting more into like really technical stuff. So people like we want to give people listening the most like value we can. What sort of things do you see building a brand working like right now? Like really specific things that you see like is really good for connecting with people at the moment.
Honestly, I'm gonna say Instagram for sure, for sure. These bigger platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. You know what I mean? The promotion ads that you can use to actually build a brand. If you like just now starting a business, you can do different promo ads and stuff like that. You know what I mean? $35 to run an ad for 7 days to reach up to 3,000 to however many people. Like it makes sense, bro. And I feel like people just got to take advantage of it. It's different ways to go about it. YouTube ads. It's so many different ways, bro, to grow your brand. You feel what I'm saying? But the main thing to me is just networking. You feel what I'm saying? Like actually reaching out to people, responding back to people, and you know what I mean, just voicing your opinion, like giving them a rundown on yourself, not just trying to sell them some, but actually bringing value to them. You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah, yeah.
matters, bro. So you've got to take advantage of that.
Yeah, and how much time do you like commit to doing that? Do you just like whenever like you feel like it, or do you have like a certain time a day you're like, right, I'm gonna DM people like right now?
Hell yeah, it's a structure, bro. Every morning when I wake up, like just say in between, I'm gonna say 8:30 to 11. Like honestly, from those amount of hours, I'm on Instagram, not just Instagram, but TikTok and Facebook as well. But Instagram for sure, checking my DMs. Like I always check my DMs the first thing in the morning from my primary to my general and my requests. The main ones are my requests for sure, because I know those are people who either they fuck with my music or the movement or producers who are trying to work with me, or you know what I mean. It's always somebody in the request that I feel like you just gotta stay on top of it. Even your followers, like I check my following daily as well, and I'm scrolling through, you know what I mean, my followers' content. I'm checking out content. I'm liking content, not just liking it, then you know what I mean, jumping off their page, but I'm actually trying to see what they doing. You feel what I'm saying? Because I
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
get a feel for the energy.
yeah. And on Instagram as well, do you like spend a certain amount of your day just like scrolling through the home feed, like commenting on people, not just DMs? Because I've heard from a lot of people, and myself included, like that works really well for like just getting people to see you. You're just like putting yourself out there all the time.
Oh, very much so. Like if you can spend, bro, honestly, 20 to 30 minutes doing that, I feel like it'll really help you out a lot. You know what I mean? Saving posts, comment under people's posts. Just your followers, like you want to engage with them and show them love. Like how you gonna expect people to interact with you if you ain't interacting with them? Like
Mhm.
a lot of people don't understand that, but that goes back to me saying you have to network. Like it's a key thing, bro. Networking is key.
100%. And it opens up these opportunities which you just don't see, and then you're like 2 months later like how the fuck did that happen? Like you just get some crazy
Nah, for
opportunity,
real.
and it's just from speaking to people, and you just need to keep speaking to people and like not look to get something out of them. Really, like don't look to get something out of people because everyone sees through that. Just like speak to people, give them value, show genuine interest, and you will get
Mhm.
things coming back from that in the long term. You just need to be patient.
All right.
Yeah.
Nah, that's true. I definitely agree with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like something that this is something I always tell people when they ask me, like, bro, how did you grow your following and stuff like that? Because at one point, bro, like last year, no cap, I had like 1.4K followers, and
Hmm.
by the end of that year, I was at 6,900 some followers, and that all came from networking, running Instagram ads, but actually networking with the people that was, you know what I mean, liking the videos, or the people that was, you know what I mean, hitting the DMs
Hmm.
from the
Hmm.
requests to I'm talking about just it was something that Adam Ivy, he was just the stuff that he was telling me, I started taking them notes, bro, and I started applying it to my own, you know what I mean, my own
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
situation. But taking advantage of those DMs and them running those Instagram ads and stuff like that, bro, I promise you, it helped me out a whole lot. Like my
Yeah.
fan base done grew. It is definitely grew from where it definitely was last year for sure, no cap.
Yeah. So it sounds like you've really experimented with ads. Have you done only Facebook ads? Have you done Google ads as well? As well?
I haven't experimented yet with Google ads. Why? All on me. But
Yeah.
as far as like Facebook ads and IG ads and stuff like that, I'm very familiar with them. Like I take advantage of those daily, bro. Like I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it run across your story feed, but I'm always running different IG ads for sure. Like I feel like those, and as you said, Google ads for sure. I feel like those are the main two you want to take advantage of. No cap.
Yeah, I mean they're different. So like for everyone listening, Google Ads is really good if for targeting people who like search one thing or watch one thing.
Mm.
Whereas Facebook ads is more like a type of person. So like if Facebook ads works really well if you know like exactly who you want to be your fans. And in my just my experience, I find Facebook ads work better. But I'd be interested to hear what. So you had all this experience with Facebook ads. What are the biggest things that you've learned from it?
It's you can grow a bigger following in the fan base. It's a way to actually connect with more people. You know what I mean? The newer fans, the people that's already been, you know what I mean, tuning in to what you got going on. And it's just a way to help you grow, bro. You know what I mean? Especially if you interacting with those people that's coming and liking on those posts. That's
Mhm.
like the biggest thing I've learned from it. Like you can grow, you know what I mean? You just got to take advantage of the opportunity. Like don't just run the ads to run the ads, you know what I mean? Actually run the
Can you just go back to what you're saying?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, make sure, like, when you doing that, just make sure you creating dope content. You feel what I'm saying? It got to be
Yeah, yeah.
quality content at the end of the day, so people can engage with it. And those people that's engaging with it, just make sure you're engaging back with them. You feel what I'm saying? Interact with those people that's fucking with that dope content.
Yeah, I was speaking to someone about this yesterday. Like, you can put as much shit at the top of a funnel if you want to, but if your funnel isn't good, no one's going to go down it. So, like, firstly, what I find works is you build, if you're just say you're directing people to Instagram, build like a
Mhm.
strong Instagram that like is able to convert people to fans, and then you can start trying to bring as many people to it as possible, and people will like convert to fans. Um, what sort of Instagram ads, like very specifically, do you find that work best? Like stories and main feed?
Main feed. For me, I would say main feed. Sometimes, and honestly, how I would know before I would promote a post, I would see how it would do without me promoting it. So just like this previous post that I promoted maybe a couple days ago, it was a studio post that people were going crazy over, bro. No cap, like that joint had over like 100 comments within like the first couple hours. So I knew
Yeah,
like I gotta promote that. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it makes sense when you getting so much engagement on certain posts like that. You got to go ahead and run, you know what I mean, run that Instagram ad on stuff like that. Now
Hmm.
the story joints I haven't tried just yet, but I've heard those actually are better. I can't say about those because I haven't tried it yet. You feel what I'm saying? But the news feed joints, those are my favorite, no cap.
The story ones work so much better for me. Like I 100% you recommend that you try them. For everyone listening, like, and if you want to use this as well, like story ads where it's like really authentic. So you just holding your phone or like speaking to it, like imagine you're just speaking to one person. Like it connects with people so easily and is so authentic. So it's just like the conversion rate is so much higher. But yeah, that's just been something that's working really well recently for artists.
That's dope, bro. I can't even cap. I gotta look into it more. I can't even
Mhm.
lie. Like,
Mhm. So with Spotify streams, because that's obviously like a huge goal of artists, what have you found that works well to get a Spotify track to do the best it can? Like, what's like the full process of like, right, I need to get this to go big on Spotify. What are you looking at?
honestly, my how I go about it, just say like the people that reach out to me on my DMs on Instagram, like my my request for show, like those people, I try to wheel those people in immediately. Like anybody that I'm networking with, I try to wheel them in immediately, and I don't feel like I have to tell them like, yo, go check out my Spotify. I just let them know like, yo, this is out right now. Woo, woo, when you get a chance, I would love for you to go check this out. You know what I mean? Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
feel like by me just coming off like real genuine, you feel what I'm saying? The people just automatically do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I've honestly grew up a decent following on Spotify from doing it the organic way than just trying to buy myself on Spotify playlists and stuff like that. You know, when you do that,
Mm.
your numbers go up and your following go up. But just say like a couple days later, you back at seven monthly listeners, which that ain't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
it's not fans. They're not fans.
it don't make sense, bro. Like
Yeah.
I tried it numerous of times, and I was like, damn, why my following keep going down? And I was like, it's not organic. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Hmm.
So me networking with people on Instagram, me networking with people on Facebook, and just all around, bro, and building relationships with them, it led those people to my Spotify, and now I have 454 monthly listeners organically. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like now it makes sense.
Hmm.
Yep.
And how often releasing music, and how often, like, say someone has all the time, how often do you recommend someone should be releasing music?
If you got the time and if you got the money to do it, I would say every week. I ain't gonna say every day,
Mm.
every week for sure, because it's always new music coming out. You feel what I'm saying? And you want to stay as consistent as possible. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
to me, that's the best way to, you know what I mean, keep the momentum going and to keep growing as an artist. Like keep
Mhm.
releasing good music. The music got to be good for sure, but releasing it consistently too is a plus.
Yeah, well, it's just like rolling the dice. If you release like song every week for a year, you're rolling way more dice than like someone who's just releasing a song once a month, once every 2 months. And also you're going to improve a lot faster. Like imagine how good you're going to be in 2 years if you release a song every single week. Like your music is going to be on another level at that point. So it's just like how many reps can you get in?
Yeah, yeah, I imagine where I would be if I released a song every week, bro. Like no
Hmm.
cap, like
Yeah,
it'd probably be crazy if I did
yeah,
that. Honestly,
yeah. What's your opinion on albums? Do you think artists should only release singles or albums as well?
it depends on what you want to do. Like my opinion is first drop a song if not every week, every month of the year. You know what I mean? Until you have enough songs to put together a complete project to put out. You know what I mean? As an
Hmm.
album. Instead of just saying, you know what, I'm gonna put out an album every month, but don't nobody know you. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have a set following people who are actually gonna go stream the project or go buy it. Like it don't make sense to put out an album if you don't have a set, you know what I mean, fan base. It don't.
Yeah, yeah. Um, am I right in saying you started making an email list recently?
Yeah, I have. Like, but the way I go about it is a bit differently. Like, you know how some people have like an actual, I would say, an emailing list app, like the apps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have I don't have an app. Like how I go about it, what I do is I get their names and I get their emails, I put them in my notes, and it's a contact list that I have in my phone where I can put them all in one, and I'm able to still send them out send out an email where it reaches still everybody that's on that emailing list. So I'm still able to connect with
Yeah,
everybody. Like yeah.
yeah. It like it's whatever works, and it's just another way to connect with people. So it's so effective. Like, whatever you're doing, like I think in maybe a few years, artists are really going to look towards like text messaging because
Yeah, for sure.
it's like it's kind of expensive to get into right now, but like 10 years ago if you're doing email marketing you'd basically get like much higher open rates than you are now, but now everyone gets so much spam in their emails, so like it's basically a lot harder to get into, but it's still so valuable. And for anyone listening, like the reason emails are so useful as well is it gives you safety. So Instagram at any point could delete your account. Like we shouldn't think they can't, they couldn't,
Facts.
because they can. And I know people it's happened to. So you want that safety. You want to be able to, if your account gets deleted tomorrow, you want to be able to send an email to 2,000 people being like, right, here's my new Instagram, or right, follow me here. Like it's just
Yeah,
so,
no
it gives you that
cap, no
extra safety.
cap. Nah, I agree with that, bro,
Mhm.
wholeheartedly. Like I just told my partner Dave the other day, like, bro, give me, like, I want to be able to connect with you off of Instagram. Just say 5 years from now, we don't know what Instagram might be. So let me get your name, let me get your number, and let me get your email. I'm gonna add you to my email and listen. The good thing about it is, bro, the people that I've already been connecting with, like, you know how sometimes it's hard to keep up with your emails and stuff like that, but I'm so familiar with the people I've been connecting with, I don't really forget. So I already know who I'm connecting with.
Yeah, yeah. And like Instagram's not gonna last forever. Like it just won't. And like people are gonna lose their shit when it dies. But if you look in the past, like every platform dies. So like be ready for it and try and be prepared. So if it does go in the next like imagine it does go in the next 5 months, like you want to be ready for it and you don't want to have all your shit on Instagram because it leaves you so vulnerable to the platform and they control your stuff.
That's a, and when you really break it down like that, bro, I feel like we artists, anybody, like any content creators, period, we really got to start like looking at the bigger picture. Like, damn, we really got to build a set following, not just on here, but just, you know what I mean, where if this shit ever does go, the people are still with us. You feel what I'm saying? We don't want to lose those potential, those fans, bro. Like, hell no, no cap.
Yeah, I mean, the other way to go around that is just to be on multiple platforms as well. So, like, if say you're on Instagram, like Twitter, TikTok, like they're not all going to go at the same time. So, like, I always recommend if you don't have a lot of time, just go for two social medias. So you get really good at them both, and it still gives you time, and then you can grow a sort of platform on them both. Um, have you been much into like growing a YouTube following?
Honestly, it's really been growing itself, bro. Like, honestly, because of the content. Like with my latest videos, like Bad, and my new single that's out, Slow It Down, and stuff like that. I feel like with me running those Instagram ads, bro, it gives people a chance to actually say, you know what, because the content is good content. So of course they're gonna click it, you know what I mean, to go see, let me go watch this full video. You know what I mean? And I feel like with me just running those ads, it helped me run up my subscribers as well. Like at one point, bro, honestly, I was at like probably 100 subscribers, but I'm way past that. I think I'm like at almost 400, something like that, organically. Like I'm looking at the organic reach. Like the paid reach is cool. I mean, being able to pay for streams, I mean, that's cool, but you want to be able to know like these are real people
Yeah, yeah.
liking my videos, comment under my video. That shit matter. Like and when I see that, it make me happy as hell. I can't count for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're looking organic reach, like TikTok, like whatever, but people, some people love it, some people hate it, but like TikTok is insane for organic reach right now. So like, if you don't have a lot of money for like people listening, like just even if you hate it, just get on the app and like try and get as much attention as you can because it's not going to be here forever. So take advantage of it.
And TikTok is dope as fuck, by the way. I'm enjoying TikTok
Yeah,
now, bro.
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't even lie. Yeah.
yeah. What sort of things have you found that's been working for you on that?
Me just being myself, like I'm a goof. I'm a goof, bro. Like
Mm.
I'm all about my business for sure. But when it comes down to using platforms like TikTok, I want to be able to show the other side of Lil Tino that people don't really get a chance to see. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if you don't know me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I try to act out old scenes from old movies. You know what I mean? Just do
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
different creatives. But I try to make it feel as if you really in that moment. Like when you watching me, it's like you watching the actual movie. That's how I try to come up with it. No cap.
Yeah, that's cool. Um,
Yeah.
so that's a rounding off to the end. So I always like to finish by just asking, what are your sort of top three mistakes that you see artists making right now?
Not networking. That's the main one. Not networking enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, the second one, because it's so many things, bro. I feel like artists,
Yeah.
they don't invest enough. They don't invest enough. That's another thing as well. They don't invest enough. And two, man, and third, just overall not taking the business side of this shit seriously. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's a business at the end of the day. And I just made a post about that the other day. We have to start carrying ourselves as businessmen. Like, I mean, we can still, you know what I mean, have this this street mentality, you know what I mean? Because some of us, we are, you know what I mean, we from the streets, that's
Yeah.
cool. But when we get in front of these different corporations, we want to be able to network like a businessman, and we want to be able to build with these different people. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I feel like artists need to start doing. Like, take advantage of your opportunities, bro. Like, invest in yourself. Like, quit trying to save that last $50, bro, when you can invest it into putting out another album or however you want to do it, you know what I mean? Or put it into promotion. You feel me? So artists just got to start taking this shit serious, bro. No cap.
Yeah. So where should everyone find you? And you got any new songs you'd like everyone to hear about coming out soon?
All right, so first, if you want to follow me on any social media sites, my name is LIL_TINO21. All of my latest singles, they are out right now on all streaming platforms, from Bad Chick, Go Get the Money, and Slow It Down as well. And March 5th, I will be releasing this debut project. It's called Chapter 23, and that will be releasing on all streaming platforms as well. And I have the pre-order link available right now on my Instagram. So y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at LIL_TINO21 that way.
Perfect.